I have to remember this conversation that we had with Brendan Williams and his two friends where we're talking about Japanese wrestling and Wrestle Kingdom 9 and all that stuff, and I go, I really like the Time Splitters, which is a group that has that thinly veiled Back to the Future gimmick where their name is like in the Back to the Future font. They come out with Marty McFly's jacket, and then they go, Brendan's friends, one of them goes, you know that in the Wrestle Kingdom 9 like pay-per-view that JR did and everything, that show's actually 5 hours long. And I go, but the show was 3 hours long. They go, no, they cut out tons of stuff.
They cut it the fuck down.
Every single entrance on that show is the Rainmaker level entrance that goes on for 5 minutes each, and they cut them all out. And I go,
where can you find the uncut entrances?
I'm sure somewhere. And they go, for last Wrestle Kingdom, they drove the DeLorean into the arena. Out into the arena. I was like, shut up! And they're like, yeah, no, they all of them are like that. I'm like, that's nuts. And they go, you know what I really like about the Time Splitters, where they actually push the gimmick even further, and they're able to fast forward the timekeeper that's keeping the time of the match and somehow win. Like, they're like, oh, I'm about to punch you, and they're like, ding, 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 and they're like, yeah, we used our time powers, and then Brendan's friend just jumps on that, and he goes, no, do you know what I really like? Like, Alex, what's his name? Alex Riley, something like that. Alex, the white guy of Time Splitters, he's fighting in the ring, and then you have an identical looking dude, like as close as you can get it, and he runs into the match and stops it because he's the guy from the future. Like, at the critical moment, he like makes the save.
He pulls a fucking cable and stops himself from losing. Does a fucking time flip.
I said, dude, like that's some of the best things I've ever heard.
If you want to push wrestling gimmicks to the next level,
you do that.
You bring yourself in from the future to save.
But Japan's not even thinking of it yet.
I would be so much more interested in WWE right now if they had a fucking like time travel storyline.
Like you need someone. You need someone that has like a twin. And but they don't know that it's like in your debut.
You can do it with the Bella twins, like
someone's trying to go back in time and stop the Attitude Era from happening.
Let's stop the greatest moment of wrestling.
Well, yeah, they're heel. They're heel, yeah. And they're going to the moment where like Austin drove the beer truck up to the ring, and they're like stealing all the beer out of the truck so that the moment's super flashy.
Or Kurt Angle can't get the milk truck out. He starts dousing milk and it's just empty. He's like, oh, this failed. Who would do this to me?
Oh, man.
It's like that stupid Time Patrol shit in DBZ Xenoverse.
Yeah.
Laughing about.
Next level.
I need to talk to Matthew or OSW Reviews and mention that to them. Oh, that's so good.
Hey, I hear you have an ear to the ground. Any word on time travel plotline?
That's how you do. Like we're talking about. we're talking about like if cool things like CM Punk was a work, and that's taking realistic shit and working into it. But it's like no, like go the opposite. Go
total fantasy.
Yeah. If you think like Undertaker and Dark Powers was it like you pulled that off? Pull off time travel.
Don't have like a Paul Bearer dude. Have a doctor that has a time travel device.
Shadow Batista.
That cuts your promos with you.
You know, they could totally.
And like your end of the promos, you walking into a portal and fucking fog and smoke.
Like Batista's in the ring, he's about to like punch out Daniel Bryan, and then Batista looks at his hand and starts fading away. And he's like, no! And Daniel Bryan's like, yes! And you just have a puff of smoke and Batista's gone. And then like Time Man comes in and he's like, yeah, it was me. Oh, fuck.
All I can think about now is that if you did it in near past, near future, and did some extensive tapings with home shows being alternates,
you could totally make it happen.
Actually do a time travel storyline.
Oh my god! Or we have to talk to Baz McMahon. Maybe we can get that going at least in video game form.
That's so fucking good.
Oh my god,
Pat, how was your week?
All right.
The world just shatters and it's a mirror, and behind it is RVD from the future.
And everyone's wearing future versions of their outfits. Like Tron armor and shit. Oh my god!
It's like we're from the year 2016.